Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hut. Welcome to the COVID playthrough. I have the COVID. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have COVID 2 at this point. That's right. Unfortunately, in my family, pretty sure we have two variants going on because of the symptoms that have shown up in the family members and now in myself. So, lucky me, I can't do things right. Or maybe I am doing it extra right. I certainly caught the first variant, and now it would appear I have another variant. Anyway, I haven't really been doing broadcasting or doing anything of any type in any type of game. What have I been doing? I've been playing Arc Genesis 2. It's just a map I haven't really explored yet, so I'm doing it in single player with my own geeked up settings and having fun. I've got the dinos turned all the way up, which is great for the taming and getting some big dinosaurs early on, but it certainly makes the game a bit more difficult. But you know, I don't really broadcast that kind of stuff, and
I'll take it.
I thought, man, I just need something to do, though. I'm so bored. I've watched a lot of TV. And, yeah, I'm ready to move on. Now, if you don't know, now you'll know. There is a second cabinet over here, and sometimes you can find good loot, including a Mackinac jacket. Let's take a peek. I wouldn't mind one of those. And nothing. Which is fine. What happened? Well, pizza started in Ash Canyon because I don't understand starting anywhere else anymore. Why wouldn't you want to just go ahead and grab that backpack and crampons if you can, right? We're in pilgrim mode, so those bullets will come in handy. I generally play in pilgrim mode. Actually, generally I like to play in a custom mode where the loot is a different... It's a bit harder to find loot, although not honestly that much harder. I go with the medium setting instead of the low interloper setting. There's just some things in the interlopers. Settings I'm not a big fan of. I don't think is well fair as a hard mode. I made this statement on more than one occasion. I'll say it again because, you know, nobody really watches these videos, which is a shame. I think these are some of my best videos. But yeah, you know, I don't get a lot of play on long dark videos. I do get people watching my Fallout videos and my hunting videos and some of the other stuff. Are that climbing socks? I'll be darned. Clothing wise, I'm in good shape. As you can see here, we've got the balaclava, we've got our bunny hat, we've got one but two. I need to sew those. 2 ear wraps and the crampons with backup. I mean, I haven't even gone to Milton yet, and I managed to eke out 2 pairs of snow pants. That's fantastic. We got the 2 new wool long johns on, or at least the wool long johns on. We got some socks here. Yeah, looks like we'll be doing a sewing episode, and then some decent stuff here. Now I do have a Mariner's pea coat, and that was what I was wearing before I got the expedition coat at the signal tower here. I'm in Pleasant Valley, if you don't know, if you don't recognize the area or haven't been here. You can see my warmth bonus is 50 degrees, windproof 25, 27% on the protection, and we got all the way up to 70% in the sprint. And generally when I find something like the expedition coat, and I've got 2 pairs of snow pants and all the good undies, plus the head wraps. And I know the balaclava, you know, personally I just like wearing this underneath. I mean, you don't have to. You could wear a toque, a Canadian toque will give you the same warmth, and you don't really need the windproofing because it doesn't work as it's in the second slot. My rabbit hat's doing that right now. But since this basically does what a rabbit hat does, I can lose a little bit of weight. It doesn't really matter. I usually kind of keep the rabbit hat, honestly. But as you can see, the balaclava is basically the exact same thing as rabbit hat. It just has a slight 1% difference in the protection bar, which isn't really making that much of a difference in any situation, but especially here in Pilgrim. So I get these cleaned up a little bit more. We'll get we'll probably get up to around 52 degrees warmth if we sew everything. So where I could wear this in a toque, I think, right? Or is this the only slot that I can go in? Yeah. So it's really just the only slot that I can go in. So, I mean, like I said, just personally I like the balaclava because it gives me the face protection. Like, I'd like this or a scarf, even though the toque works better in this slot. It gives you more warmth than the scarf. It just, to me, you need to get your face covered. You know what I'm saying? We're out here in this bitter cold and blizzards. We don't want our lips to get, and nose particularly, especially your nose, to get frostbite. So other things to consider, switching these guys out. The problem is you lose so much in the windproofing, but they do weigh 4.4 pounds. So a lot of times what I'll do is once I get up to a pretty high degree of warmth, I'll switch those out for the trail boots. I know most people would go for the work boots, but the trail boots are 2 pounds lighter, I do believe, right? Yeah. And that's, to me, that's a significant enough amount of weight to make a change. So. I got those, and scoot over just a scooch. Just a scooching. Got those. I just want to get my weight down. I have never rolled up on so many matches that are the same percentage. I mean, I have a pound and a quarter of a pound in matches, which is just nuts. It's just, I mean, 113 cardboard matches is insane. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Beyond that, yeah, I've just got the normal crap that I tend to carry on me. But let's try to bear it down to a little bit. I might drop the pistol off for now. I need it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think it's 3 pounds. We'll lose some lightweight here. Then we're not going to carry the pistol. Then I don't need to carry the ammo. Just got to remember not to leave it here when it's time to go. We're getting there. It was dark when I first started playing, so I went ahead and cleaned my guns up a little bit. They weren't in the best of shape. We picked up a couple sodas here. And because I have level 5 cooking, I'm going to try to keep just the garbage food on me and try to use that up. Which is fine, but sometimes the problem when you get down to like 28%, and sometimes even just below 50%, you won't get the full amount of calories from certain things, but COVID, sorry. So yeah, I try to use that stuff up when I can. I'll probably take these with me. Nothing wrong with having an extra pair of socks. And yeah, I'll leave those here for now. I do have some leather. We're down under 70 pounds. That's good. That should be pretty good for looting. And we got some stuff laying around in here. I'll just loot this place later. I think what I'm going to do is concentrate on the little town for right now. I don't really plan on staying here very long because it's Pleasant Valley. And I don't like Pleasant Valley. That's right, I said it. It's great for loot. I believe it's pretty great for loot in any situation, on any setting. Dang, you're gonna have to deal with it. Level, whatever level, interloper to pilgrim, right? You want to get here for loot. Absolutely. But staying here in any kind of length of time, no. Not that interested. So we'll knock out one of these sodas. Let me see, we'll get a little fluid going there, some calories. This will pretty much beef us up all the way, I would think. And I'm not going to make any water or anything. I think I'm just going to rob a few toilets. There's not too much in that way here, but there's enough to get me going. Now, will I be back to Pleasant Valley? It's hard to say in this playthrough. I really just started this playthrough for kicks and giggles, because I finally achieved 1,000 fires. That's right, I had the fire badge on, and it has been amazing. Let me tell you what. Not having a fool with Tinder from day one in Ash Canyon, let me tell you what. And all the time in Timberwolf was a really nice bonus. Helped me with my weight. I really made sure that the fires I was starting were getting started, so. Last playthrough I did, you know, I really didn't feel too good about the loot table that I was getting. It was a lot of crap food. So a lot of, you know, chips, and, you know, I had like 40 or 50 coffee, which is probably the best part of that loot table. But you don't really necessarily find some of the best clothing. And if I'm playing in Pilgrim mode, let's face it, I want to try to get, you know, all the really good stuff. Look at all these sodas, holy crap. But I was saying, will I come back here? There's a real good chance. There's a lot of good... Oh, there's a book.
I think I can use this.
I was hoping for a book. You know, this is a good place to hunt. Look for moose. I might actually look for a moose while I'm here. But I'm really looking for, mostly what I want from this place was clothing, because I know there's a chance to get the expedition coat from the signal tower, which I found, and then also found a pair of snow pants there. It's quite the catch, quite the find. All right, let's go ahead and cut our lantern on. Sometimes there's bullets laying around. I don't want to miss them. Like just shells, or sometimes casing, sometimes it's actual bullets. You can see I missed a bandage here. No big whoop. Probably don't need it, but whatever. And I do like to come here more than once usually. And I do like to base out of here. You know, like I said, the hunting here is pretty good, I think. So I see some coffee already. Oh, thank you. I'll take that for sure. Anything in here? Another cup. Fantastic. I don't have to make one. I try to run around with 2 cups of coffee already made in my inventory.
Handy.
In any situation, if it's possible. I mean, if I have the coffee to do it. And yeah, I'm really just pretty much going to grab everything that might have some value. Wow. Just wow. So yeah, I would say this is clothing heavy. Now I got
This'll come in handy.
I found a bearskin coat. Yeah, there's a bullet back there. In Ash Canyon. That well, it saved my life. It certainly made things easier. I know, I'd say it saved my life. Looking pretty good. Fairly cleared out. Alright. Let's not waste the oil here. Now, you know, as far as towns to loot go, you're definitely going to get more out of like Coastal Highway or Milton, Mountain Town, whatever it's called. I call it Milton. If you call it Mountain Town or look it up as Mountain Town, well, now you know what I'm talking about when I say it. Alright. What I could do, I guess I'll just run by here and I'll throw a bunch of stuff in the crate. And we'll go hit these other places. I think I should have enough time today to loot this area. Right, I'm going to have to do some gross COVID stuff, so pardon me. Alright. So yeah, I'll try to keep the nose blowing and the coughing and hacking to a minimum. With this kind of COVID, man, it just all of a sudden, and sometimes it just beats me up. So I can't guarantee to keep all that nastiness away. And if that's a problem for you, you might want to turn this off. So we'll grab some of this loose stuff since we're tossing stuff in there anyway. And let's hit the office. There's usually not too much in here. I can see either a shell casing or a bullet on the table. But we'll take a peek. I like the pictures in here. I think this is kind of one of my favorite little tableaus that they have set up in the game. You got your little map, you know. Wow, I wonder if that's actually helpful or not. Might be to some people. And you got the personal photos up. I just really like this spot, you know. I guess this is like what I don't actually remember what it's called, but I always consider this the community center, so maybe that is what it's called. But you know, where and when I grew up, community centers were actually a part. There's another bullet. Well, this will tell you how old I am, and also explain. Well, I grew up in Alabama as a young man. The 70s and 80s, and their educational system isn't known to be too spectacular now. It certainly wasn't then. But where I went to school, there were matches over here, weren't there? Yeah, let's grab those. But well, first of all, we had junior high. Here, let's just have a peek. Let me turn this lamp off. You just want to get all looking in the nooks and crannies, and even in this bucket, you see this cartridge in here?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
But keep that in mind when you're looting. The lamp, even in the daytime, can really reveal, you know, some important stuff. If that was a stem or matches or whatever. Another reason Pleasant Valley's big time important for any player on any level is there are guaranteed matches no matter what at the farm. Alright, looking pretty good. Let's turn this off. We don't want to waste it.
I think I can use this.
And again in here, I mean, the biggest boon to me is going to be coffee. Coffee is generally something you find, I tend to find mostly in Mountain Town, here, and in Coastal Highway. And sometimes you can find some in the dam in Mystery Lake. But as a sort of like random, you know, you expect to find a can of tomato soup somewhere on a map, right? Sure. But there are maps where I certainly don't expect to find coffee. Oh, Black Rock. Black Rock's not a bad place to find coffee as well. And, I mean, let's give it up to the developers. Kind of makes
I wonder if I
sense
can drop any of this gear.
to find that kind of stuff in those areas. Where don't I expect to find coffee? I don't expect to find coffee in Forlorn Muskeg. You know, any place that's heavily wilderness. You know, you might find some in Broken Railroad, but I don't remember it being a pretty good place to find that kind of stuff.
I'll take it.
I will take it. And then, here. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is throw all this food in here. Like I said, I really want to pare it down to like the worst stuff. And that'll help keep the weight out of this down a little bit. Let's start checking some stuff in here. I'm gonna drop off like 70 matches. Okay. Another pack of 12. Let's lose the shooting book. I think clothing is really kind of beating me up right now, weight wise. Also, we'll try to use the craft oil to refill our lantern here when we get to that point. Oh, we do have an extra sewing kit. I don't really need to sharpen anything right now. Stump remover. Why am I not quite back? Oh, I picked up that water. That's fine. Not a bad thing at all. Alright, so good enough to go looting. I think what I'll do is drop 2 waters on the ground, 3 waters on the ground, 4 waters on the ground, and then we'll have a toilet. Not this toilet, but one of these out here. I'm back. And, you know, I need to get some content out there. Well, I gotta be honest. Pizza had 14 subscribers. And now I have 13. And that's another, they disappeared when these 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I have not really been broadcasting anything. But if you go around, you'll see a lot of my videos will have like 5 to 13 views. So I rely on these people, and apparently they rely on me to do stuff, and they find me at least interesting enough. And you know, hey man, you can't start an army without one. All right, Pizza Hulk would love to have an army. Let's grab some of these books, this firewood, blah 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 blah. What time is it? But I assume most people come here for clothing. You've got the plane wreck with all the suitcases. Again, on any level, you're hoping to find something decent, right? Get that Mackinac. With most of this, I just need for cloth. I might try to geek up my sewing for a day just because
This'll come in handy.
I'm going to be sewing anyway. Oh man, I got to be careful. So if you don't know, I'll teach you a little trick right here. So when you move around your, we'll look at my fatigue, which is the eyeball at the bottom left of your screen. So we have the little, I don't have a mouse, but to the far left we have the thermometer for temp, right? We have the little eyeball for fatigue. Then we have the water drop for water, and then we have our stomach as our food. When I move, you'll see the fatigue meter goes up to 2 arrows instead of 1. Now, if I walk up and I open this drawer with 2 arrows, guess what? Hold on. Then it's going to take 2 arrows the entire time while I'm looking through that drawer. However, if I look at that, if I slow down and stop before I open the drawer, I think there's one here, right? So 2 arrows, we'll wait till it's 1 arrow, and then when we look, we're only getting 1 arrow down. And you think, well, is that really helpful? It is. It is over time. There's half a gallon. We'll take it off. Good to go. And as you can see, we basically got back the water that we dropped down. Let me top this off a little bit. Let's get in all the cabinets and the stuff.
Okay.
Not bad. It's heavy though. So a lot of times I'll try to get into a kitchen, especially if you're going to hit a bunch of drawers, and just stand still. And try to get as many as I can from the area that I'm in.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
And that way you don't end up blowing a lot of extra energy that you don't need to. You're saying pizza, what a great tip. True. And it is one that I learned on my own, but I will give it up to a YouTuber named Zach Nafane. It's the best way that I can just pronounce their name. They don't know me, they're not associated with me. Do not put us anywhere in the same kind of category, people. Because again, anytime I want to mention anybody, that's just me, okay? They might not want to be associated with me and my ridiculousness, and I certainly don't blame them. So yeah, that's why I do that. Nothing wrong with mentioning another YouTuber, or an actual YouTuber, and go like, subscribe, and all that crap. I don't really ask for that stuff, but I certainly don't hate it. You do what you gotta do. But I would certainly advocate for anyone, anytime. Especially if they have helpful videos. We got another fry bar, got that. Alright, let's see. Generally, I can find some mushrooms around in here. I kind of like that. I can vary in the places. Oh, they deer. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, and what you can find in these two little outdoor areas really varies. But there can definitely be good stuff. So always check those spots. Yeah. A couple of mushrooms might save your life. And spare tools, like I said, can be a good reason to come back. So, you never know. Alright. Is this the one I just did, right? Yeah, there's the mailbox. Alright. So yeah, I mean, as far as loot is concerned, there's not a ton of places.
I'll take it.
In Pleasant Valley. And remember, on Interloper, you're going to get a lot less, but it's still a good place to hunt. And I think find some higher quality loot.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Well, I'm using one. Flares are not light. They weigh half a pound. Doesn't sound like much, but believe me, it can be. But yeah, even old pizza goofed around for too long and lost a subscriber. I don't think it matters whatever level you play. This church usually has not much. Good place to get books if you're looking to get some fires going. Maybe geek up your fire skill just a little bit. Other than that, there's usually one piece of cloth in here. Nothing special at all. Let's take the good old Bible and we'll burn it. It's a survivor situation. I'm allowed. I'd never burn the Bible. I'd rather not. No. If that's what you think Jesus wants, then go for it. Or whoever your prophet or deity is. More power to you. Huh. I mean, my rifle skill's not that great, so I thought it would probably drop him though. It looked like a good hard shot to me, but whatever. He gonna die just somewhere else. Okay. I don't think this house is ever available. I'm pretty sure it's always boarded up, but we'll go have a quick peek. Boarded up. And, well, I was just going to throw a little meat down in case it did come back, but let's see how that plays out. This house is generally under construction, so we'll go see. You can find tools, you can find cloth, you can find, you know. randomness in here. Looks like we got a mag lens. Do I have one? I do now. Again, not as important in Pilgrim mode, but it certainly doesn't hurt anything, you know. And if you want to, you can break that crate down. You might find something. Good lucks to you. That's what I say. But yeah, you know, bleh. COVID sucks. And I'm not like one of these weirdos that doesn't like mask up. I wear my mask everywhere. Take vitamin C. Amino boosters and what have you. And I'll say since COVID started, and I've been wearing my mask, I went 2 years without even a cold. Whereas I was used to, I just sort of accepted life as being, oh, well, you get a cold, you know, at least twice a year. And maybe the flu once. That's not necessarily the case if you're taking the proper precautions. It's just that this thing is so virulent and so terrible and so going to get somebody in your family that eventually it probably is going to get you. But it certainly took a while. But it sucks. So obviously, if you can, you know, you want to avoid anything to do with that mess. It's not cool, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably gonna tap that out, isn't it? And we'll run over to the fridge and dump the rest of this crap. Because we got 88 pounds in here. And it's not my favorite thing to do to split my stuff up like this, but oh, whatever. I don't really have too big of plans here. Oh, alright, so there's 6 pounds of fish. That's probably my biggest. Weight issue. Yeah, we're a little hungry. Why not? A little bit of that. I got this. That should top off my food and drink. Well, Bebop Balula out the dough. We lose 4 pounds there. Another 8, 8, 2 pounds there. 67. That's not too bad. All right. So the moose. You can find a moose back here, and we're gonna go see if there's one around. I mean, ultimately, I'd rather find a moose in either Forlorn Muskeg or Mystery Lake, but you know. The weather looks sketch, but an extra 11 pounds carry weight, you know. Now we have a lot of deer in here, which means I don't have too good a feeling about a moose being around here. I don't see any moose markings on any trees. It doesn't necessarily preclude there being a moose here. But I'm gonna rock on out of here. It's getting a little late. More about fatigue than anything else. And while this weather is not great, it's not terrible either. So what I think I'll do is go have a peek at the mines. And there's 2 ways to do this. I'm just going to do it the way I like to do it. And we'll head this way, and then we'll go to the mine, and then somewhere along the way when I mean, I could drink it now, but I don't want it. When my thirst and my calories are a little bit lower, I'm gonna probably drink one of these cups of coffee. Here's the bear. Let's see, sometimes there's a bear back here. The bear can attack you in pilgrim mode, if you didn't know. So I want to sink a bullet in this fool, if I can. So he'll die. That was a hit, so he'll go die somewhere. We'll see about messing with him at a different time. This house isn't usually here, so I'm going to explore that right quick. You might be watching my video and you were going, well, Pizza, where the hell are you from? I'm from around. Now, this one jackass tried to tell me I didn't have any kind of southern accent and told me he thought I was from Canada. Y'all, if you know anybody that's from Canada that talks like me, They're not from Canada. Okay, they're lying to you. Uh, I am lived most of my life in the South, but I've also lived in the Midwest. And the Northeast, and so you'll hear me say certain words a little different. And I can see why that can be.
I think I can use this.
There it is. A little confusing. Bro was just being a dick. He's like, I'm from Tennessee. Dumbass, I grew up in Montgomery, Alabama. Don't try to pull a southern card on me. Are you from Canada? Shut the hell up. Ain't nothing wrong with being from Canada. I just don't sound like I'm from Canada. A. Moron. That guy's a dumbass.
This stuff will come in handy. This will come in handy.
Alright, good enough. Yeah, the weather here is absolute garbage. That's why I'm not a fan of this place. It's a massive, massive map. I don't know if it's the biggest map, but it certainly feels like it with these open areas. And you can have like some of the best gear playing on Pilgrim and still die here. It's very easy to get turned around because there's so much wide open space. And if you wanted to consider any map to be very, we'll just say circular, you know, this place and Coastal Highway are, in my mind, as far as like getting around and the map goes, the most circular maps. And I'm just going to go to the entrance to the mine and show you how to get to it from there. I always try to imagine that, you know, I mean, nobody's watching right now, but if I pick somebody up, I always kind of hope it's, you know, at least a beginner. Oh, sorry. Yeah, pizza's got, you know, a life along with COVID. And, you know, let's take the road at least. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Life didn't stop for COVID, and it certainly didn't stop for this video. Hey, props to everybody that's been watching my recent Fallout video. Fallout 4 PS4 mods are dead. Getting a nice bit of traction, heading towards 20 views, which is not bad for me. And I think I handled that video pretty well. Pizza's learned a lot. Grown a lot. Stopped drinking as much. Really helps the quality of the videos. Yeah. Is that the bear? Well, maybe we'll put another billet in him. Why not? I'm afraid he's going to run right back up to where I'm going, though, is my big issue. I don't want him too close either, because that's when you get beat up. And kind of want to get on this side of the tree and maybe see if he can get past me just a little bit. Actually, you know what? We'll creep to this tree. Now, in this situation, I need to worry about him running. But in the situation I'm about to create, I need to worry about getting attacked after shooting him. So, because I'm really close. I'm really close. Let's see if we can drop this jerk. Oh, he's... Damn it. That is some shit right there, huh? Alright, we'll bounce jump. He's right there. So in my hunting game, I'd be shooting for a spine shot. I don't think that makes much of a difference in this game. Oh, he turned left. Interesting. He's real close. I don't think he's up here in these hills, though, is he? Kind of sounds like it. But if I can get above him... it literally sounds like he came back up this way. Yeah, he did. Alright, this is super dangerous. Let's see if we can kill this fool. Y'all ready? Headshot. Dropped him. Done. Whoop. He dropped down the hill. Might have dropped down the hill. Alright, whatever. Alright. Oh man. Alright, let's chug this coffee quick. Actually, no. Let's build the fire first. We'll warm it up. Why not? Yeah, I was hoping to get behind this tree. That's definitely too steep. I was gonna say, I might be able to get one right in front of him right here. There we go. I'm on. Give it to me. Give it to me. There we go. Alright. We'll go fire striker and buck. We'll just set it on fire here. Now, the cold really shouldn't be too much of an issue. But I don't see why I can't heat up this a cup of coffee before I drink it. Just suck that down. Good enough. Alright, let's throw a little bit of fuel on the fire. Bang. Just need to get up hours, and we're gonna quarter this full.
It's getting dark out here. I'll look for shelter.
That's done. There we go. Got some harvesting. No, it's bad. I'm gonna mess with this cave, so if I can get a couple of torches, won't be terrible. Alright, let's grab this. And, you know, we'll just call it what it is. No. Come on, pizza. You know better. You know better. Let's grab the skin. Alright. Well, we're pretty decent, I would imagine. Yeah, it should be pretty dry. Yeah. But really tired. And of course, really tired means really heavy. Alright, come on. It feels kind of blizzardy to me. Huh? Let's see. Lots of stones. Let's get in here. So yeah, if you're not into survival, I guess you wouldn't watch this, but I think this is pretty good. I'm pretty good at this game.
Oh, rust suit. I'm gonna faint.
Alright. Alright. Come here. Skadoosh. Alright. Pete's going to take about a 3 to 5 minute break. I got to use the restroom and get myself something to drink, and I'll be back and we'll explore the cave. Well, yeah, I got caught up in a conversation. Life is what it is. Let's keep walking. I can never remember which ones have the little branches that don't lead to anything and which ones do. So we'll sneak off to the left here. Anyway, there's, especially on the lower levels, there's a decent amount of loot in here. And what we're really looking for always is coal. Here we go. Yep. This side of the bridge. Look at that. Bullets.
I'll take it.
Whatever. Nope. Much cooler if you're on a harder level. Really, it's just much cooler on Interloper. I'm not saying you won't run into a situation where that might come in handy, but you know, even on Stalker, I don't know how much that's going to be a big deal. Hey, Interloper though, woo! What a score, huh? Yeah, tells nothing too exciting. This is where I get confused. I never remember if I'm supposed to go left or right here. Alright, this should end in nothing. Maybe a dead guy on the other side? No. Alright. We'll grab all this garbage. No. Bullet. Anyway, definitely exhausted or whatever, but whatever. We'll just do what we can do. There we go. And generally I prefer the light from a torch than the flare. Yeah, but we'll deal with what we got here. Nice big pile of coal. This should be a fire barrel. And we'll grab some of this firewood. Nope. There we go. I'll try to watch that arrow down. There's a clean kit. Work boots are great, and Interloper not so great here. We are very much slowing down.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh yeah. Not too much I've left behind, but enough that I'd like to go back, especially for the pistol. So, just straight up leaving from here is not an option. You could. No. Why all the coal? Well, of course, coal respawns, so if you want to toss it outside the cave or take it somewhere else, it's not a bad thing. And as you can see, there's quite a lot in here. Another lamp. Nothing too special right there. And this is the other kind of area I wanted to make it to anyway.
nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, not too much going on here. And we'll just go ahead and... Oh, I thought I grabbed that other flare. Light a flare, have a quick peek around. Oh, you can break these crates down if you want. I think I'm gonna go up here. Let's circle around. I think it dead ends somewhere around here. I think there's like a campfire. Maybe it was to the right. We're super heavy. Not a problem really. I don't think I can put a fire in here though. Nope. Alright, yeah, this is the other area I wanted to get to. You can find some nice loot in here. Look at the snow boots.
I think I can use this.
Oh, I'll take those. Bink. Bang. Boink. And we'll head out into this back area. And this, I think I can start a fire in here. This just sort of leads to the other entrance. Let's grab that. No, you idiot. Something flare. Alright, let's see if I can get a fire down. Yep. Okay, maybe not. Well, it showed it to me like I could, didn't it? Huh. Okay. It sounds pretty chilly outside. I really thought I could put a fire down in there.
Come on, little fire. I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again. Perfect.
Maybe a little better. Let's see if we got anything to cook. Yeah, we got some beans. Let's make some beans. And we'll do a backup coffee. How are we doing on agua? grab that. You know. We'll see how it goes. And wind down. Alright. Now, I do know where I'm at, but I'm just going to go back through the cave. Because it's foggy. And I might have missed something. I didn't realize. I must have had some coal. Oh, yeah, there's another rifle cartridge. On me. No, I thought I only had one piece. Did I really pick up 30 plus pieces of coal from this place? It didn't feel like it. Yeah, there really is a ton of coal in here, isn't there? And then I think, yeah, there we go. We'll leave the pry bar. That. Head back. And yeah, we'll head back. We'll drop off whatever, you know,
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
we can, and then it's time to bounce. We'll do some sewing today. Hopefully, I don't think I'm doing this right. No, I'm not. And we'll get set up to get out at Pleasant Valley. I think I want to go this way. Right, is this right? Come on, give it to me. There we go. Skadoosh. Yeah, that's the dead guy. Okay, good. I'm a little off, but not too bad. Alright. This way. So I was doing it right.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Quit your bitching, Jesus. Dead end, yep. So much coal. And again, you know, the coal would be a fabulous thing on Interloper. Just, you know, it's helpful in Pilgrim. Yeah, some of this obviously wasn't here. Yeah. Okay. Lots of coal, lots of coal. And, I mean, I might not even take all this coal with me. We'll see what the weather's like outside. It doesn't look too great. Yeah, I was gonna say. Tons of fog, though. Tons of fog. Let's pop one of these crap sodas. Right here. That should take up most of my liquid and calories. We'll eat some chips. That should do it. Alright. There's a little way. Let's drop 10 pieces. The nice thing is, you know, that'll be there until I come get it. With a 50-degree wind bonus, or temperature bonus, and a 25-degree wind bonus, I'm still getting a little cold. And more than likely, I can just light a torch. I mean, it's not really that big a deal. But if you want, I should probably take care of that, warming up. But, and there's my sign. To say this isn't a little tricky in the fog would be misleading. I'd really, you know what, let's just do this here. Because I got all this coal. And I think I'm just gonna carve up some of the, heat up and carve up some of this meat, and we'll see what happens with the fog. How's this torch? Torch's not too bad, actually. I'll keep that one. Alright, let's toss a bunch of coal on this.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Come here. There's a lot of good harvesting here, you know what I mean? You don't want to kind of waste that. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a big pile of bear meat here.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
It doesn't really matter if it's ruined or not. I can still eat it, you know, right? So, yeah, we'll sneak around and get this one out of here. Come here. Are we hungry? Let's carve up a couple steaks. Yep. Drop those. There we go. Well, the fog's going down a bit. Make these. Eat one. And this bad boy over here. And I could pull it apart with my hands. It would certainly give me way more
I think I can use this.
harvesting, which I just want to point out. So many assholes that want to talk about, oh, don't shred your meat. Do this with harvesting. And that, to me, is just garbage. You choose your BS. That's fine. About the noon, we should be nice and dry and warm, so let's just keep carving up this stuff here. Getting kind of sleepy, so I might drink one more coffee.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
So we'll throw a coffee on real quick. Let's heat that up and drink it. There we go. And really, like I said, it's less about the food and more about the harvesting.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Kind of blizzardy, aren't we? But fire's still going. We'll try one more.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Still looking good. And we'll knock out this last bag.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
There's the bear meat. It's not far from the main camp, you know what I'm saying? Let's pick up the guts. Nothing wrong with having extra guts. We'll eat some of this. And we'll grab a torch. Or two. That's kind of garbage. Let's see if we can get a good one. That was not bad, but... And remember, these are all sticks if you want them for later. Yeah, I'll play this game all day. Alright, let's go. Anyway, so I try to present the easiest pathways and or solutions in my videos. Now, we're definitely blizzardy. And not the best situation to be wandering around in. Especially for your conditions of your clothing, but well, we're in Pleasant Valley. So, wandering around in almost blizzard-like conditions is pretty good. Pretty good. I think I might burn up one more coffee just because. And we didn't quite use it all, which I'm not a fan of, but well, it'll help. I'll get a little boost from the rest of that coffee when I decide to use it. It's less about the boost in stamina than it is about the reduction of fatigue. Now, I like to point out that having siblings is nice. My brother has ordered food to the house tonight. So Pizza the Hulk doesn't have to cook. And I am most appreciative. Anyway, so I mean, at this point, you know, Blizzard, if it goes full Blizzard or not, it doesn't really matter. I mean, one, my warmth bonus is obviously taking care of business as well as my windproofing. So, the last cup of coffee wasn't warm, so it's not boosting my warmth at all. It is keeping it down to 1 arrow instead of 2, and that's going to help me save a little energy, so maybe I can do some sewing when I get back. Well, like I said, I'll do what I can, but I mean, if the weather's decent in the morning, I want to leave. That's really it. And I truly wouldn't even mind like a true blizzard, because it'd give me time outside during the blizzard and help me get that badge as well. I don't know. This is why I hate this place. I mean, beyond blizzards and fog and everything else that's wrong with this place, you know, you get these basically blizzard days that aren't really blizzards, but they tear up your clothing, they get you soaking wet, you know what I'm saying? They have all the negatives, but they won't give you the points for being out in a blizzard. Garbage. I'll tell you what I feel like playing. I've got an old what do you call it? Jesus, what's the game that has Spacer's Choice? I thought about going back to that one. But yeah, so basically I'm taking like blizzard damage to my clothing and stuff without getting the boon of being in a blizzard. Yeah, maybe we're dying off a little bit. You never really can tell here. But, whatever. Got the bear carved up, got a bear skin, nothing wrong with that. They don't weigh that much. I think they're only like 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds or something like that. I didn't see the moose. I basically rated enough. So, beyond doing some sewing and repairs and trying to decide whether I want to drop these deerskin boots for the trail boots, yeah, there's not a lot left. Oh, and the ski gloves. Ski gloves are great. Again, you're going to lose windproofing, but you're going to reduce your weight. But I also have the gauntlets. Let's see, I think the gauntlets are 2.2. I think the rabbit gloves are the same. They do pretty much the same thing. It's just this takes a rabbit skin and this takes leather. Oh, yeah. Personally, I'd probably switch to the gauntlets, use them until I couldn't, and then go back to the rabbit skins. Alright. Well, we're safe and we're inside. My sinuses are draining. COVID sucks. I'm good. If you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And of course, if you see this at a later time or date, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day. Be good to each other.